All right, buddy. So, shooting a pistol is not complicated. It's complex. There's a lot of moving parts involved. Most of the stuff is pretty simple. If you could take your hands out for me and just push them out in front of you and just close them up just like that. Close them as tight as you can. Feel how your pecs kick in here?
Mm-hmm.
That's how I want you to shoot the pistol today, with a pec muscle. You're going to be bouncing on your knees just a little bit and booty out, so it's going to give you that ability to control the weapon. Now, each one of these pistols has a little different trigger, and that's really the difference between A, B, C, and D.
Okay.
Each one of them has their price points and abilities to what they do. A lot of times what we're looking for nowadays is trying to find a gun that's going to do everything for you in a price point that will make you happy, right?
Yep.
So we got from down at the bottom here, there's a Taurus G3. That's in the price of about $300. Not a bad little gun. That's the Glock 43X. That's the Shield Plus. That's the one that's 13 rounds. And this is the Equalizer. Equalizer is the #1 seller in the market right now. So it's pretty cool there. Each one of these is going to have a little different things to it, but realistically, they're all about the same. If you took the terminology real quick, the top of this piece right here is a slide. Then you have your wall safety. Some have safeties on them. This has a backstrap safety on it, where some of the other ones don't have. Put the magazine in, rack the slide, get your grip, proper grip. Then we're going to find our sight system. I'm going to put a dot up for us. That's
Okay.
better for you,
Okay.
because you always want to try to shoot in your line of sight as best you can. And when you start shooting below your belly button, it becomes a little more challenging for people. So we want to kind of get you in that. Since you're taller than I am, I'll set that target up a little higher for you,
Okay.
and which will give you a lot more ability. If you kind of get the concept here more than anything else, the bullet doesn't fly in a straight line, it flies in an arc. So the more you have aim like this, if I take the barrel and stick it directly on top of the sight,
Mm-hmm.
see where your sights are now, they're high.
Yep.
So you want to get here at the bottom.
So that's a little below.
Yeah, a little below. A little below. Then we talk about pressing the trigger instead of pulling the trigger. This is a very important thing, because what it will do for us is will give us a consistent point of aim, and it'll keep the gun level. The more you pull the trigger, the more you jerk the weapon. All right. So let's go ahead and put this in your hand real quick, because this is the toughest trigger on the table. This is a Taurus GX. This is the G3C. Got to wrap our hands in here, close them up, push it out in front of you, drive with those pecs, and just slowly press it. It's empty. There's no rounds in it. Just slowly press it back, and kind of slowly, a little bit less than that. There we go. There we go. Feel the difference? See the travel in that? That's what we need to get that travel all the way out as we're bringing it back. Good. Excellent. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to start with this one. This is our sort of our beta. This is the one that I want you to be able to let you tell what a bad trigger is or what a good trigger is.
Okay.
And this is your beta one. Nothing wrong with this gun. It's going to work fine for you. Loading the magazine is not hard. It's a little challenging, so you just turn it sideways and roll them in. Turn it sideways and roll it in. Can you give me 3 more of those, please? Excellent. Now, if you put on something hard here at the table, it's going to make it a lot easier for you. Awesome. You can see where that's a little challenging.
Yeah.
What you have is you have a base plate, you have a follower, and a spring, and every time you put a round in there, it gets harder and harder and harder.
Okay.
All right, so anytime you pick a gun up today, you want to make a pistol to pick up a pistol.
Okay.
So that's just going to give you that thing. You want to make sure you get there. Go ahead and put your muffs on for me and put your glasses down. We're going to get ready for hotness here. This first shot, buddy, is just getting the stink off, okay? Just try to keep the gun level and don't pull the trigger, okay?
Okay.
So, go ahead and make a pistol to pick up a pistol. Beautiful. And then go ahead and slide this thumb right there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. Now pick that magazine up and find your hole there. Excellent. Now, make a taco just like this. reach up, pull this back, let it go. Very good. You always want to like let it go, let the springs do its work. All right, my friend. Take this hand. Gonna put this thumb here, right there. Get thumbs out. Come a little closer, right there. Now you got your front post and your black dot. Try to put that, imagine that orange dot out there's the golf ball, and your front post is a golf tee, and slowly begin to press the trigger. Good. Do it again. Drive with those pecs, man. Drive with those pecs. Good. Good. Awesome. One more. All right, finger off the trigger. Reach up with your taco, pull it back. It just didn't stay open. All right, now it's open. Verify here.
Yep.
Verify there at your hole.
Yep.
All right. Take your thumb. Press this button. Catch that in your hand. Set that down. All right, so what you see there is you found your sight system. And then every time you engage the trigger, you just kept dropping a little more, a little more, a little more.
Okay.
So we want to make sure we're not using our wrist to aim the gun.
Okay.
We want to make sure we use our waist to aim the gun. All right? Very good. That was a good shot. Imagine that being center mass of my chest. You would have won that round.
Yep.
Okay? So the next one we're going to shoot is the Glock 43. And the Glock 43, now normally what we would do is get you really super start on that gun if you were having some pull problems, but you're not having any pull problems, so we're just going to keep going to get these into your system. So the cross method is pretty simple. You just take this round, hold it down, and roll it in.
Okay.
Take this round, hold it down, and roll it in. Can you put 3 more in for me? You naturally a shaker? Or are you nervous?
A little nervous.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
you got this. Remember, they're just tools, man.
Yeah.
You're standing in the baseball box with 90-mile-an-hour speedball coming at you.
Yeah.
You ain't afraid of that, are you?
No, I'm not. But
All right.
Obviously, I have more experience with that.
Yeah, well, this is what will happen with this. You'll get more
Why is
experience
this
as we
one-
go.
This is what you're saying, that you get.
Yeah, they
harder?
get stiff. They get stiff. Here, let me show you a little trick here. You can either do that method, or there's called the Pez dispenser method, where you hold it down and you just roll it in. All right, kind of one of those deals. So we'll learn that again. Go ahead and pick that weapon up, finger off the trigger. All right, so kind of wrap your hand around it. Beautiful. What we're doing is, see that void right there?
Yep.
That's where your other hand's going to go after you put your magazine in. And then rack your slide. Good. Thumb up. Here. Arms. All the way out. Now think about slowly. Now you have a box and dot system with the Glock. Just put your box together with the dot and slowly press the trigger. Good, buddy. Good, buddy. All right, you're shooting a little high because you're aiming in the center of the dot. Try to aim at 1/3 of the dot. Okay, that was a pull. Still doing good, though. Awesome. Now finger off the trigger. Bring it to your belly. Bring it down to check it. Left thumb. Push. Awesome, dude. Did you feel that
good.
trigger?
Yeah.
A little bit different,
A little
right?
different, not as...
It's not as loose,
Yep.
but it's kind of stiff.
Yep, for sure.
It's got some stiffness to it, right?
Okay.
As a Glock trigger loads, it gets heavier and heavier and heavier.
Okay.
So this is the Shield Plus. This is kind of one of those intermediates. So you have 3.1. This is a 3.1 inch barrel as well. This has an optic ready plate. This has the sight system on there.
Okay.
This glows in the dark up front here. So it's kind of a nice feature.
Yep.
Cool thing about this one here is this unit here takes a 15 round magazine. This is the equalizer. This 15 round magazine will fit in this as well.
And how many is this?
That's 10.
10. Okay.
10. The Glock's 10.
Gotcha.
So you have 12, 10, 13, 15.
Okay.
Okay, so there's 2. Let's see if we can get 3 more in there, boss man. Good. Good. Excellent.
There you
Pull this up. Stick it in. Taco it. You're ready to rock and roll, my friend. Now this trigger's a little different.
Okay.
It's going to come back to a hard wall.
Okay.
Once it's at the wall, anything past that point, the weapon's going to fire. Just try to keep that, just keep applying pressure to the weapon fires.
Okay.
Arms all the way out. Drive that gun towards the target. There we go, buddy. There we go. Good. All right. Good. Very nice. One more. All right. Now reach up, rack it back. It just didn't stay open. All right. Now get your magazine out of there. So we want to be careful of checking up as much as possible. You always want to check down to the table, okay? Checking up is bringing it up this.
Okay.
You didn't bring it up to your face, obviously,
Yep.
but you don't want to bring it up to your
Gotcha.
face, if that
So
makes
like
sense.
bring it into the chest.
Could you tell? Yeah, bring it to your chest
Okay.
and just check down.
Yeah. Yeah, that one. I don't know, felt the best or.
Okay,
just
all right.
easier,
Well,
I guess?
you're getting. Well, I've set the system up
Yeah.
that you get to better and better and better
Gotcha.
as you go here. You know what I mean?
Yep. Right.
As you can see, the way you're shooting today, any of them would work for you, sir.
Gotcha. Okay.
It
Was
is.
I below that one? Too?
No, yeah, you're below it just a little bit. You had one high and the rest of them
So
were all
that
low.
means,
But that that massive hole you see right here, let me
Yep.
bring it to you. So that one there, you put one in, and then you brought down here, which is common. Just kind of remember the whole 6 o'clock hold. You want to be here.
So what am I doing on those ones below?
You just got the gun at an angle. You're using your wrist to aim the gun instead of your waist to aim the gun.
Alright.
You got to kind of remember, if I'm using this and I use my wrist at all,
Yeah.
I'm getting this weird angle I don't want.
Okay.
So when you push it out in front of you, you want to bend at your waist to get it there.
Gotcha.
Very common, buddy. What happens, the more you do this, the easier it becomes. Remember that
Yeah.
first magazine?
That makes sense.
Little more challenging.
Yeah.
There's 3. See if you can put 3 more in there for me. Good. So that magazine's a little lighter,
Yeah,
a little
it is.
easier to load too. Good.
Man,
One more. There we go. Beautiful. All right. That was awesome. All right. So let's try to think about right here. You want to kind of think about that diamond being the golf ball
okay.
and your front post being the golf tee. Now, you haven't had a good sight system yet. You get 2 dots here, 1 dot there.
Okay.
You want to have it sort of in that scenario, just like that.
Gotcha. All right.
That's going to help you see it a lot better. All right, my friend, pick the weapon up, finger off the trigger. Awesome. Now pick your magazine up, stick it in, reach up and rack the slide. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, there we go. We'll push this out for you. I got the hold of your finger right now for that purpose. All right, ready? Slowly press the trigger, sir. Arms all the way out, driving with your pec muscles, and slowly press the trigger. Okay. There we go. Beautiful. Backstrap safety in the back has to be in. Gun good. Good. Just slowly press the trigger. Pull it. There we go. Good. Very nice. Now finger off that trigger. Bring it to your belly. Check, check. Magazine out.
Yeah, that back strap. I guess I wasn't pressing
Yeah.
with that hand.
Yeah. But that's the safety on that gun.
Gotcha.
It's here. There's a safety here, and there's a safety here. But the real safety on the gun is where?
Here.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's going to take your trigger finger and poke you right in the
Yeah.
forehead with it. That's the real safety
Yeah,
on it.
for
You
sure.
are the safety on it.
Yes,
These
sir.
are all mechanical devices, can and will fail. You need to be the safety on the gun. Could you tell the difference in that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably those last 2.
Last 2? Yeah, that's good. That's a good choice. So what we're going to do is I'm going to bring this up and we're going to kind of give us an idea. You're doing wonderful. What we're having problems with is pulling the trigger.
Okay.
I want you to think about I need you to press the trigger, not pull the trigger. And what that is, that's a slow engagement of the trigger. If I were to magnify or slow down this video, you're jerking the shit out of that trigger. You're creeping it back to a certain point, and then because internally the monster is screaming its head off, going, "Get this thing over with! Get it over with!" Right? So you don't want to get it over with. You want to slowly press it until the weapon cuts. Okay. And the more it does that, the easier it's going to be for you, buddy. Okay?
All right.
So let's go back out. I'm going to go ahead and take the Taurus off the table. Okay. Because that's the one that we normally would remove. Nothing wrong with that gun. I sell plenty of those, but it's a price gun kind of deal. Yeah. Somebody who's not having the price issues probably wouldn't pick that piece. Yep. What normally happens is someone buys that gun, and within 6 weeks or 8 weeks, they're disappointed because of all that trigger travel, and they want to upgrade. Gotcha. There's no reason to buy that unless there's a monetary decision for you.
Yeah. No, I want to buy a...
Yeah. So normally people are buying guns for 20 years, so you want to get the best pistol for you, if that makes sense. So we're going to go leave the Glock back on there, okay? And I'm going to switch over to the little 3x5 card. Yeah. And we're going to try to put all the rounds in the 3x5 card as best we can, okay? We're going to still bring this up to about right here. Hold that for me, buddy, right there with your hand. And we're just going to try to put rounds in there. The idea of this is not to have them down here. Sort of aim up in this area right here to keep them in there. All right, so let's go ahead and take the Glock. We'll push this back out again for you. And then we'll try to load the Glock mag again. I'll put the first one in because it's always easiest, right? That's kind of cheating on me. And you put the next three. You've been watching some of our videos?
I have, yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, they're informative, nice and short and sweet.
That's cool, man. We appreciate that very much. Well, this is a new series we're doing. It's called Watch Me Work.
Oh, yeah?
And we're going to have a whole playlist. We're going to have a whole place of students like you. Just doing the stuff, and you can go back and brag to your boys about how well you shot. Yeah. But it kind of gives you that ability to kind of go back and see it too.
For sure. No,
so it's a pretty awesome thing.
Yeah, definitely.
As long as you're not going to get in trouble for having guns around and stuff like that. Okay. All right. Go ahead and pick that weapon up. Finger off the trigger. All right. Go ahead and pick your magazine up. Stick your magazine in the weapon. Go ahead and rack your slide. Proper grip. Right thumb up, left thumb in. Drive that gun out. Now let's take this thumb down and bring it right to you need the control. There we go. And slowly press the trigger. Trying to keep it in that 3x5 card, sir. Good. Now lean forward just a little bit. Good. Good. All right. Nice. Finger off that trigger. Check it. There we go.
Always with the left?
Yeah, always with the left. That's all because it falls in your hand that way.
Okay.
Falls in the hand, you can control it. If you just reach over your thumb and push the button, you don't have your hand down there, you're not going to control it. Do you notice how that all went to the left?
The last one was the worst one, right?
Yeah, the last one's the worst because you pulled the trigger and you're digging your finger into the...
I felt that.
Okay,
for sure.
Yeah.
It was like right
so
there.
We need to make sure that we're using the tip of our finger to engage the trigger. Okay. What we can do, buddy, is if you look at me, you're right eye dominant. You want to turn your chin just a little bit. When I get you up there, I'll grab your head, just move your head just a little bit to show you what I'm talking about.
I definitely felt on that last one.
Well, that's the whole important part about this, to get the feel, man. The feel, because this system, this grip, this stance, this trigger control, the sight picture, the sight alignment, it doesn't matter which pistol we put in your hand, it's going to work. Yeah. We just got to find the gun that's going to...
That one felt, I mean...
Yeah, no, you did good with that.
That felt good.
Yeah.